Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.
So my question to the world is, where is Mr. Sunday Igboho? Because we heard that he was arrested in Benin Republic. But up till now, we cannot get facts as to his current status. So this press release or this press briefing is specifically a request or a demand that Sunday Igboho will be released unconditionally.
Speaking on the latest development regarding the case, led counsel to the Igboho's aides, Pelumi Olajengbesi stated that the matter is still a subject of litigation. He added that no further comment regarding the issue will be made for the time being. In July, the DSS carried out a midnight raid of Igboho's Soka house in Ibadan, Oyo State, and arrested 12 of the activist allies, whisking them away to Abuja where they were kept in the detention. After a brief legal tussle in August, the DSS released 8 of the aides, and then another 2 were released in September. Those earlier released were Abidin Shitu, Abdulateef, Onolapo, Ayobami, Donald, Olakunle Oluwapelumi, and the rest. The DSS had been ordered by the Justice Obiora Egwatu of the Federal High Court in Abuja on August 4th to release all 12 detained associates, including Mr. Sunday Igboho.
Today, we are gathered because Mr. Tony feels very strongly about an issue, and that has to do with the human rights of Mr. Sunday Igboho, also known as Chief Sunday Adeyemo. We have decided to address the press. Mr. Tony is speaking from Riverside, California, and maybe we should get is speaking from Riverside, California, addressing this World Press Conference because of the far-reaching nature that this press conference is supposed to achieve, because it will be followed with some kind of action. So, ladies and gentlemen, or rather gentlemen of the press, I welcome you to the press conference called by Mr. Tony Dawodu, the foremost Nigerian-American philanthropist and human rights promoter, who has convened this press conference for the purpose of addressing the issue of the continued detention of Mr. Sunday Igboho by the Beninese authorities. Mr. Dawodu, over to you, sir.
All right, my name is Tony Dawodu. I want to thank everyone that is present, the press, and I want to thank my attorney, Barrister Frank Tietie of Forthright Chambers. Frank and I have done some work together in Nigeria with regards to human rights and making demands on the government to do the right thing for Nigerians. In 2017, we successfully filed a lawsuit against the government and the Nigerian Senate, demanding that President Buhari must return to Nigeria and govern rather than stay in UK on a medical leave. It was shortly after our lawsuit was filed that they rushed President Buhari to Nigeria. Recently, it came to my attention that university students from University of Lagos that graduated in 2019 were not given their certificates after almost 2 years. I contacted Frank and I told him that I was concerned about it and we should do something about it. And we did. We called a press conference, and I think some of you were there in April. We made demands on the government and we gave them 7 days with which to act. And I'm very happy that Within the 7 days that we gave them the ultimatum, they did act and announced graduation of these students. And so most of them are now able to go to Youth Service Corps and have ability to obtain jobs. Today, I have been asking Frank for a few weeks, what is the status of Mr. Sunday Igboho? And I've also asked a few people all around both Nigeria and across the diaspora, what is the status? And nobody seemed to know. So I told Frank, maybe we should call a press conference and make demands not only on the Nigerian government, but on the Benin Republic. And I'm sure the press is going to be asking questions after I read my press statement, which is pretty short. I know we started. The press statement is very short, okay? So my question to the world is, where is Mr. Sunday Igboho? Because we heard that he was arrested in Benin Republic. But up till now, we cannot get facts as to his current status. So this press release or this press briefing is specifically a request or a demand that Sunday Igboho will be released unconditionally. So gentlemen of the press, I welcome you to this briefing, which is intended to put pressure on the authorities of the Republic of Benin to unconditionally release Sunday Igboho within 7 days from the release of this statement, or face serious consequences of the nature of an economic embargo that as a country it may never recover from in a very long time. Whereas I'm an American citizen of Nigerian descent, my heart has always been with the land of my origin, Africa, and particularly Nigeria. I believe strongly in the truth, justice, liberty, hence the reason I've always supported in the past and present causes that promote human rights, justice, and the well-being of all Nigerians. I believe that Mr. Sunday Igboho has not committed any offense by being an agitator for fairness, security for the Yoruba people. There is currently no law that is against the man's call for justice to his people. Therefore, I make this demand on behalf of many Africans in diaspora of Yoruba origin and all persons who detest injustice, oppression, that the Republic of Benin be mandated to the following in the immediate. The Republic of Benin must immediately release unconditionally, as he's being unnecessarily persecuted by the Nigerian government on account of his political views, which do not constitute an offense to Nigeria and the Republic of Benin. The Republic of Benin must not, under any circumstance, hand over Sunday Igboho to Nigerian authorities for them to torture or dehumanize him. This is in tandem with international law principle, of non-refoulement, which prevents a person that is fleeing political persecution to be forcefully returned to the country of persecution. The Nigerian justice system is inherently oppressive and systematically weak against the administration of President Buhari, that has been famous for not obeying court orders. The Republic of Benin must allow Sunday Igboho, after his unconditional release, to exercise his right to freedom of movement, and to that extent be free to travel out of the Republic of Benin to any country of his choice. It must be clear to the authorities of the Republic of Benin that the above demands are not mere wishes or whimsicalities. There is a strong network across the world that is prepared to visit serious economic sanctions on it as a country if it fails to honor its international human rights obligations to persecuted individuals like Sunday Igboho. While it is also clear that the Republic of Benin is afraid to offend the Nigerian government and therefore prepare to or accede to the Nigerian government's demand to continue to detain Sunday Igboho until his return to Nigeria, the Beninese authorities forget that almost 80% of its revenue as a country in the last 60 years have come from imports made by Nigeria through the Igboho-Abeokuta border trades. Republic of Benin must realize that Sunday Igboho is an extremely popular figure among Nigerian people, especially the young people. And they have been the ones principally engaged in the border trades which have greatly enriched the Republic of Benin. Therefore, the Republic of Benin must tread carefully not to offend the Yoruba people, or else the consequences of a trade embargo imposed by the Yoruba people against the Republic of Benin will spell an economic disaster to the country. In conclusion, it's maintained that Sunday Igboho has not committed any offense against any law, whether national or international. The Republic of Benin must not lend itself to be used to carry out persecution of an innocent man, a citizen of Nigeria, because of his political views. He must be released immediately. The people behind the persecution of Sunday Igboho for political gains, some of whom are a sellout to the cause of the Yoruba nation, must realize that power is transient. President Muhammad Buhari will not be president forever. They must also realize that their political enterprise, for which they are betraying Sunday Igboho, will fail in 2023. Thank you.
Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.